After many days of countdown, the big day came, miles away from the usual environment Mamata School, and now in the streets of the most beautiful city in Africa, Nairobi City, also the Kenya's capital. At last, the targeted destination, Nairobi National Museum. The environment, lonely and silent like graveyard, but this is an irony of the hidden reality surrounded by the museum building. The guards ensuring everything is in order. With the bus being empty and stationary, it meant everyone had alighted, and order being our nature, our learners queued up ready to make their way into the town's dream destiny. To many, this place was earthly paradise, and they wanted to go eyebrow to eyebrow with it and finally shake hands with this heaven inside the earth and the earth inside heaven. Nairobi National Museum. Though early risers, there was a different group too, of which, if not having slept here, they might have longed to be here and woke up earlier than we did. They too had the universal call to experience the beauty in the Nairobi National Museum. Finally, the moment came, and one after the other, learners went past the entrance door, with Samantha Wankeshi seeming to be the leader of the group, and Ryan neither leaving his respect nor innocence. At this point, the addition arithmetic and letter multiplication was evident. Adults differentiated from children, and the difference too in the entry fee. At last, our ultimate destiny. The skull of an elephant. And here, the gorilla. Study began, learners taking some brief notes. Under the instruction of teacher Margaret. Leopard, as if watching us from a distance, but lifeless. And here the most anticipated animal, the king of the jungle, the lion. Karakan, as if scared, but dead. In this corner, the whole monkey extended family, grandparents, parents, and children. Note taking still going on. At this corner, the most feared birds, owls. The fear arising from the myths about them, one being their presence brings about death. Is this true? I'm not quite certain. Everyone busy keeping a memory.
Yeah, it is more than a kg.
And finally, we met an ostrich egg. In approximation, an ostrich egg weighs between 1,100 grams to 1,950 grams. It has a circumference of about 45 centimeters. Did you know that? And also, an ostrich remains the fastest bird on earth. But do you know that it never flies? And in this corner, the key figure in the struggle for Kenya's independence, Piogama Pinto, a former Kenyan journalist, politician, and freedom fighter. He was assassinated in 1965, thus being considered as independence Kenya's first political martyr. Different species of butterflies distributed in different parts of the country. And here, the sewer.
Yes, ma'am.
And finally, the Independence Corner, the first Kenyan flag to be raised after independence, and the chair used by the first Prime Minister and the first President of the Republic of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Also the father to the fourth President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. A cock, the symbol of KANU party, which ruled for nearly 40 years after Kenya's independence, only to lose in 2002 general election, Moi's chosen one Uhuru Kenyatta, beaten by Mwai Kibaki. Memories of war, sad to watch, but real. Here, the guns used to terminate lives. Wild animals, some survive crossing here, some remain unlucky and die. Kenya's identity. Of course, well known and specialist in athletics. Never mind Faith Kipchoge. Do you remember the great legend Kipchoge Keino? Here, different dressing cards. Different meals. Ugali, Western Kenya, well represented. And here, different religious identity. Rosary and Bible for Christians. And of course, Quran for the Muslims.
Let's go. This one is bleach. Since it's in the look, the cleaning. But the bad
Learning institutions, Kenyatta University. And of course, agriculture. Here, the history of Kenya written in both Swahili and English languages.
Look at this girl. She's very beautiful. Look at that. You can see grandfather.
Railway. The first having been built from Mombasa to Nairobi in 1896. Then memorable photos. Teacher Margaret with grade 4. Teacher Jivan with grade 6. Teacher Molly with grade 5s. Teacher Margaret led the teacher squad, then Molly, and the group. Mother selected daughter. And here, loving friends. Matthias, the man behind the steering wheel, drove us out of the Nairobi National Museum, having studied everything and of course, hunger being better part of us. Down Langata Road. And lastly, Galleria being within vicinity. The right turn is all we wanted. The destiny, of course, the targeted one, Bomas of Kenya. Finally, arrival at the Bomas of Kenya. The watch reading exactly 12:37 p.m. The baboon was the unusual usher to direct us in the parking area. Of course, with his brother in the mammalian family, the warthog, enjoying our arrival. With his nature, he ate while kneeling. Beauty contest was just immediately after having lunch with many in butterfly paintings. And whatever followed was the villages, differentiated homestead and house structures, starting with the Mijikenda.
Move, I take the photo again. Move, dress.
Then the Luo from the Lake region. A Luo from the group became the soloist and the chorus was well known to them. The Luya, who occupy the western part of Kenya. Waingo were the words being heard. Then the Kamba. Somali. Gabra. Teacher Margaret and Molly were interested in a photo. The Maasai, who occupy Narok and Kajiado counties. The Pokot. Turkana. Senkwar. The Kikuyu, who occupy the central Kenya. Ryan, evident here. Finally, the Embu. We then headed to our final and most glorious destiny. And the destiny was Baraza Hall. In queues, as usual, we were punctual and stormed Baraza Hall at 2:45 p.m. in order to occupy the front seats, for we never wanted anything to escape our eyes. Preparations ongoing. But do you remember this stage? The battlefield on Monday, 15th of August 2022, just before the declaration of His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya by the then IEBC chairperson, Wafula Chebukati. Empty seats, but only to remain vacant for few minutes. Teacher Margaret occupied the front seat. Teacher David in the back seat, and I in the central area, leaving no room to the noisemakers. Different schools joined us and the hall was getting packed to capacity. At exactly 3:30 p.m., we rose for the Kenyan and the East African communities' anthems. Adrian, the school commander, taking charge. Of course, well versed with the two anthems.
Thank you very much. You may be seated and a very warm welcome.
Entertainment time, being the eagerly awaited moment, finally came, and it commenced with dances. In this dance, Teacher Molly was given an invitation of which she positively responded. And what a way to respond! Our brother from Europe could not hold the inner pressure. He took the center stage. Our learners joined too. Here it was simply euphoria. Not only them, but also our head teacher, Teacher David. And he was visible in the stage. Having enjoyed to the maximum, Teacher David embarked to his chair. The Kikuyu initiation song. At this point, these learners seemed to understand and enjoy the rhythm. They decided to fully take part in it. Teacher Molly was called once again, and she never disappointed. Then, our boys were given short-term training. The whole stage was crowded. The Maasai were also well represented. Last but not least, the best of all the performance of the day, acrobatics. These students of mine seem to have understood all my teachings. You can also contact me to learn all these skills.
And I was teaching them last
This was absent in the last training. My friend here is always their leader. And look how leaders show by example. Be careful here, and I warn you, don't try this at home.
Dating is no more.
Now have a close look. And now this one. Never try this. You do this, you will be nursing injuries the following day in Kenyatta National Hospital. Simply unity in diversity. You gonna try this? Free advice, never.
You try that, you break your teeth. My friend.
And here, preparations for the final remarks. This man here is miles away from a normal human person. Can you try this? You're gonna remain with only a single tooth in your mouth. This is just phenomenal, and he is in the galaxy of his own. And here they are wrapping up. With everything accomplished and no other business, departure. Empty seats. One last photo. One last dance. What a day. What a tour. What a moment. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Ntoma, and you can find me on YouTube at ChrisTV254. God bless Mamata School. God bless you all. Goodbye for now.